Alright, lock in because today I'm going to be talking about the Chicago Sky losing big time to the Indiana Fever in their first game of the season. Really, I just don't feel like there's a ton to talk about actually. Like there are some things that I could point out, but at the end of the day, the Indiana Fever looked like a well-oiled machine and the Chicago Sky looked like they had absolutely no identity and game plan. I would say that the game started off well. Like I liked how the Sky were playing with pace and Angel was really involved in the offense. Like they looked solid until the bench came in. The Sky closed the first quarter out shooting cold, but with only a 22-17 deficit, I figured that that's just basketball. Like missing shots is just basketball and this game could be a lot worse. But then in the second quarter, the game really started to unravel, and I would say that the main culprits behind this collapse were arguably the coach for some of his weird rotations, but just focusing on the players on the court, it was Makayla and Kamilla. Makayla was this weird mix of being scared to shoot sometimes, but also being an inefficient gunner. It sounds weird to say because those two concepts sort of oppose each other, but it's like every time she touched the ball, it really led to nothing, honestly. On some possessions, she didn't look to score, which hurt the offense. She even got a shot clock violation when getting something up on the rim is always better than getting nothing up, but she just wasn't paying attention. Then, when she actually shot the ball and had more of a scorer's mindset, she couldn't buy a basket. Literally, 0 points on 0 for 7 shooting. Could just be a bad game. A few bad games going back to the preseason, but yeah, it's crazy how someone that seemed to be part of the core 4 last season, Makayla, Angel, Kennedy, and Kamilla, it's crazy how she just looks completely unplayable right now. Then for Kamilla, she was bad on both ends of the ball, just completely getting dominated by Aliyah Boston. Now, Aliyah got away with playing so physical. I remember there was this play where Aliyah didn't give Kamilla landing space, which wasn't called. And I forgot who said this, but I remember a while back, while watching an NBA game, someone pointed out the hypocrisy of the refs calling landing space fouls on jump shooters, but not on inside finishes, which definitely happened here. It makes no sense to protect one over the other when you can protect both. And I believe that the officials definitely missed some calls, and those weren't the only missed calls. They let Natasha Howard play so physical and literally push people out of the way with no offensive fouls. If the Sky were going to win this game, it was going to have to be with their own merit, with no assistance from the refs that just called everything in the favor of the Fever all game. But yeah, Kamilla's performance wasn't all on the refs. She just didn't really come to play in this game, missing some makeable shots and being slow on defense. But I would say that the game really got blown wide open in the third quarter because of one moment that led to a bad stretch. With around 4 minutes and 20 seconds left, it's an 11-point ball game. The Sky were in it, but Caitlin Clark flagrant fouled Angel Reese, trying to prevent a layup. The foul was fine, but the shove after was completely unnecessary. Wonder if that'll be talked about on all of these news outlets, just like last year when Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese were made out to be these bullies. Probably not, because it doesn't really fit the narrative like that, but hey, someone's got to keep score. I don't hate Caitlin Clark at all. I just don't like the people that take these conversations to places that aren't related to basketball when I'm just trying to talk about basketball. It's a game. Enjoy it. So while I don't hate her, it's just clear to see that she was totally in the wrong and Angel had every right to be upset. So I just have to say the truth of the matter, because I knew right when Angel stepped to her, I could just see the headline, see the hate, when Angel had every right to be upset. This moment just reminded me of the toxicity of the WNBA fan base. And really, I shouldn't even say the WNBA fan base. I've met some solid blokes because of this, found some nice channels to watch. It's not every WNBA fan. It's just Caitlin Clark fans that ruin it for everyone and make supporting the league so miserable because of all of the bad faith discourse that they bring. And the commissioner welcomes it because from a monetary point of view, it's great. It's good for their pockets and it's understandable. Like, you gotta eat, you gotta have a roof over your head, like, you gotta live, but it's bad morally. And I think this will be the season where I have to decide if I really want to support a league that has bad morals, that doesn't protect their players enough, that should have never had to go through what they went through last season. And it's already starting again this season. I stopped watching stuff that I watched for a long time, like Big Brother, Survivor, and the NBA, because they just don't align with my morals anymore. And as much as I like Angel, it's tough to support the league in its current state. But it is what it is. Back to the gameplay. The game fell apart when, after Angel shot her free throws, Angel was subbed out, and when she came back in with around like 1 minute left, she came back to sort of an insurmountable 20-point deficit. Definitely insurmountable at that point in the game with the way that the Sky were playing on offense. Angel didn't have the most efficient shooting night, but I felt like she was keeping the team together and like tried to play a team game. But yeah, once she went out and the 20-point lead was built, the game was over and the whole fourth quarter was garbage time, where Hailey Van Lith and Maddie Westbeld made an appearance at the tail end, like the final 4 minutes of the fourth quarter, which was very shocking for Hailey because she was balling in the preseason, hitting clutch shots and taking care of the basketball and such. I know the positions don't line up at all, but like, I would have liked to see Hailey in this game, in the meaningful minutes of this game, over Michaela. Like, I feel more confident in her scoring over Michaela's scoring. But that's not the debate. Michaela isn't the person to look at for Hailey Van Lith playing time. Look at the guards, which absolutely none of them had good performances today. Rachel was chucking, Ariel wasn't chucking enough, and Sloot could barely buy a basket, looking like a far cry from what she showed in the preseason. But yeah, that was the game. I'm not going to go through individual player grades for this game because like, it's only the first game. Got to get a sense for what this team is going to be and like what roles everyone is going to play. But yeah, if I went through them individually, it's really easy to say that like no one's getting anything higher than a C. But yeah, the Sky played the Liberty next. I'm not really asking for much because that's unrealistic to make this team look like a real team by Thursday, especially against the defending champs. Like, that's what the offseason is for. That's what preseason is for. I just hope that they learn from this loss and like maybe shoot a bit better. That'll help things and just like look a bit closer to an actual basketball team. Like, gotta take baby steps. But yeah, that is all for now. Stay strong, stay brutal, because above all else, it's anything to win.
I won't let you down, Bruce. I'll keep fighting. Always.